Well, what is up, bros and hoes? It's Ashley Optic Midnight, and today we are back with another episode of Powered Down, episode number 15.
15 or 13?
I think 13's done.
Yeah, I
Maybe
mean 15
14?
or 14. I meant 15 or 14.
Well,
It's one of
boy,
those.
are you in store for an organized and coherent conversation.
Yeah.
We don't even know what number episode. I mean, it doesn't matter. Really, when I think of the podcast, I think about the topics we talked about and the pictures that I chose for the thumbnails. So
Exactly. Not a number.
Hopefully we'll be all good. Wait. Okay. There we go. I wanted to make sure I have you loud enough because
okay.
There you now I hear you now, girl. Maybe you just leaned away.
I might have leaned away. That might have been me. I'm
it's
sorry.
All good. Also, apologies on the last episode. You could hear me breathing at certain parts.
You know, you told them, and now they're going to go back and look for it.
Listen, if you want some midnight ASMR or whatever that is, you could listen to me kind of breathing partially in parts of the last podcast. I'm going to try to make a concerted, conscious effort to stop breathing when Amanda's talking. And no, I'm just kidding.
Even when I'm talking, she has to have her moment.
Yeah, right? I'm like... But today, I don't know. We're late, obviously. We're a couple days late here, but it's for a good reason. Number one, I had to go to the dentist on Monday, and I was really nervous. Number two, it's E3. E3, the Xbox, the PlayStation, or Sony, a bunch of the presentations we're giving on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And the CoD reveal was yesterday. And obviously, like, I'm mainly a CoD channel. Would you consider yourself like a Call of Duty? I'm
a Call of Duty origin channel, so.
Yeah. So Call of Duty birthed both of us. You're welcome. And we figured it'd be, well, I did. I wasn't sure how you actually felt about it. I thought you might be mad because I know this is a busy week for you. So I thought you might be like, oh, she wants to switch the time again? God.
No, it kind of worked out because then it just gave me Monday more time to like finish up the last little bit of recording I had to do for videos. And then yesterday I just got a chance to edit all that. So today the only thing I really have left to do is pack.
Oh, so
I'm good.
Because you're going to Anaheim, right? In case
I'm going to Anaheim.
Yeah, she's going. Are you ready?
So excited.
For like that
I'm so ready.
4 or 5 hour time change? 4 hour
Four.
Time change?
It's a 4-hour time change from where I live to Anaheim. So I have 10 hours of travel, but I still somehow get there at noon.
Yeah, it's not going to feel like noon when you get there.
No, it's not.
It's going to be a long first day, and everyone's going to want to party like crazy on the first day. So that's like when everyone parties, Thursday and Sunday.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna suck it up. I'm gonna kill it.
Good luck,
I'm gonna kill it.
Fun.
But then I have to get there really early on Friday because I want to make sure that everything's good with like my pass and everything. I want to be like, hey, I have a pass.
They will have like a time where the desks or whatever open up and you get your credentials. Yeah, everything should be fine as far as that goes. I'm excited for you though. I'm excited to see your content. I'm gonna probably watch a lot of the tournament. It's like I'm having like family down this weekend, so I'm gonna be like chilling with my family and watching the CoD tournament and trying to stream when I can. But yeah, this last weekend started E3, right? So I wanted to make sure we talked about that. I think we'll save Call of Duty for like the midpoint. Yeah. Let's talk about games that we saw, trailers for that look exciting. I really wasn't last year. Maybe I don't know. Last year I was really hyped. Like a lot of the trailers they showed last year, I was like super excited. I was writing down like lists of games that I wanted. Yeah. And I was super excited. This year it was more like, oh, okay, yeah, I know God of War is coming out. I'm very excited for that. Yeah. I was sad they did nothing for Last of Us 2 and nothing for Red Dead Redemption other than show, I think, a Red Dead trailer that they've already shown.
See, my thing with Last of Us 2 is that it would have been cool to see something, but at the same time, I know I wouldn't watch it because I already, like, that teaser trailer was enough for me. That's all I needed to know I was going to play it. I don't need to see anything else.
Yeah, I'd kind of rather go in blind, too. Like, I'm a fan of going into games and movies like that because I just don't like having even an inkling of knowing what's going to happen. I'd rather just experience it.
Yeah, like if I'm on the fence about something, I'll look into it more to like really get an idea of what I'd be getting into. But if I already know I'm gonna play it, and like with Naughty Dog games, like I know their quality, I know they're fantastic. I don't need to know any more than that.
Yeah, you just the stamp is on there. That's like me with a Rockstar game. If a Rockstar game is if a Rockstar game's out, I'm like, yep. Like Bully, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption.
You need to make another Bully.
LA Noire, like
LA Noire.
Oh, they make such good games. So that's like one developer. They're both the publisher and the developer, right?
Yep.
Like Rockstar and Naughty Dog.
Yep, exactly.
That's boss.
Top tier. They're top tier. I know.
Nobody tells them what to do.
Oh, and it works.
Speaking of like not spoiling, they released 20 minutes of Life is Strange. Oh my god, why am I forgetting the name of it? It was like,
but I can't remember what they called it.
Yeah, I really actually know it, but I just for some reason can't think of it. Yeah, you'll be able to Google it probably and find it. But I didn't watch that just because I'd rather just play it. But I'm a little confused. I guess there's 3 Life is Strange episodes coming out starting August 31st. And it's a prequel to the last Life is Strange, which, by the way, Amanda, is free on PlayStation right now. So
I already have it.
Oh, you do? You've never played it?
Yeah, I played it.
Wait, you did play it?
Yeah, I gotta play it again on stream, like a while ago, like back when it came out, like a while ago.
I thought you said you didn't play it, so I was like mad hyped to watch you stream it.
But it's been like so long that like I barely remember like the little intricacies, so like I'm excited to go back through it.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I'm scared to play story games I've never played on stream before because I get frustrated if I get stuck on anything.
Yeah, it's tough. And then like the chat's like telling you directions to like 20 seconds ago.
Yeah, exactly. So
and you're like, okay, I'm not looking at that anymore.
Yeah, I know.
No,
man.
I'm
like a fail twice, and I'm like looking up the tutorial.
No, dude, yeah, just look it up real quick. I think there was a part on Life is Strange where I got stuck, and I remember just like walking back and forth, acting like I was just about to figure it out, but I really had no freaking idea what it was. And the chat was like, luckily, some saint in the chat that wasn't trolling, like had played before and was like, you need to do this, and I was like, oh, like stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm excited for that to come out. I'm confused because they announced Life is Strange 2, but then is this thing coming out in August DLC, and then Life is Strange 2 is coming out later? Or I'm a little confused about that. I don't know if I just didn't research properly. I have
no idea.
If you guys in the chat have never played Life is Strange, it's one of like my favorite story mode.
I thought Life is Strange 2 is the prequel. Or is there a prequel and
same. That's what I'm confused. There might just be one. It's a 3-episode thing coming out in August.
Yeah, I thought that was it. I thought that was what's coming out.
So that's Life is Strange 2.
I think so. I could be wrong. Because like I said, once I knew I was going to play it, so I didn't look into it too much.
I mean, it's like Life is Strange, and it has like a name, like Into the Wild or some shit. Before the Storm.
Before the Storm. And then there's Life is Strange 2, which is Before the Storm. So yeah, they're the same thing. They're the same thing.
Oh, it's coming out in August? This year?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm nerd hype. I'm
August
so
31st.
excited to stream that.
That's awesome.
You want to know what else? Well, actually, like I said, we'll get to COD later. Because that's a huge beast for us to talk about. But what other games that you didn't already know that you liked? Did you see anything from E3 that you were like, oh, that's cool?
Yeah, there's this game called A Way Out, which is actually an EA game, which I'm like, I hate EA, but it looks pretty good.
It's a 2-player one, right?
Yeah, and then there was like Detroit Being Human or something like that they were showing, which I thought looked really good too.
Yeah, they showed a short thing of Detroit last year, but then this kind of like reaffirmed, like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna play that. Yeah,
it looked really good. And other than that, I'm trying to think. Oddly enough, like, okay, I hated Star Wars Battlefront, like the new one that came out like a year or so ago. I hated it. I thought it was terrible, and I hate EA.
I kind of liked it. I only played the beta though.
That's what I mean. And honestly, the full game was like a beta.
Really?
It was basically the whole thing was like a beta.
Was it missing much after that?
Yeah, no, it's just garbage. And then you had to pay a bunch of extra money to get stuff that really just didn't matter. But the second one actually looks like it's like shaping up to be good. If I can go by the trailers, which you can't often do, it actually looks like it's shaping up to be like a worthwhile, gaming experience. I'm actually kind of excited for it. And like, there's a bunch of different, I think they're bringing back the hero mode, which is like when you could actually use heroes versus like the Sith, which you couldn't do in the last one. So I was like, that is like the only reason why I play Star Wars games. I don't care about being, no blow Joe the Stormtrooper. I need to be somebody.
You want to be like Darth Vader?
I want to be like Han Solo. I want to be Rey. I want to be Luke. I want to be Qui-Gon Jinn or even Darth Maul. Like, I want to be somebody.
Did you ever see the Twitch clip from my channel of when the beta was out and I discovered that I could be Darth Vader and then I became Darth Vader and I literally lost my goddamn mind. It was so cool.
That's what happened when I became Luke Skywalker the first time. I don't even like Luke Skywalker. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah. This is epic.
This is epic. Yeah, it's exactly it. I was like, yeah, but then there just wasn't enough of that in the game, so
yeah,
it bummed me out.
it's kind of interesting. I mean, there's definitely betas have been like a thing before, but it feels like a lot of these major releases are really, doing betas, and it helps people decide, do I get this or not? I mean, betas are a pre-order bonus, but people can cancel.
They can. Oh yeah, that's really common too. So
yeah, so like I think that betas are becoming like it's seemingly the new norm for like multiplayer games like that.
Yeah, well, betas are good for them too because they don't have to pay. It's kind of they get paid to get people to test their game for them. Yeah, that's the thing. They don't have to, instead of having to pay somebody to test their game, they get the entire world to pay $5. And then, and honestly, then usually you'll just pick up the game anyways because you're like, I don't want to go through the hassle of like charging this back. So you end up getting the game. So
yeah, I'm really excited to see like more betas. I'm really sad. I want to play the Destiny 2. I really wanted to get it for PC.
Okay,
but PC is not coming out until later, a date that they have not even come close to saying. And then also like the console versions of it are going to be 30 FPS.
See, I know why people get annoyed at that, but I actually don't mind. For some reason, the really high frame rate kind of like messes with my eyes.
I think the opposite of a high frame rate would mess with my eyes, but I don't know.
It's a difference. Like if it stutters, like movies are all 24 frames per second. Like every time you go to a movie, it's 24 frames per second, and that looks normal.
And actually, I forget what the number is, but the human eye can't see above a certain
48
frames per second.
It's a roughly 48 frames per second. That's why the Hobbit movies all rendered like they doubled it to make it more realistic for human eyes, but then it just looks too weird.
Yeah.
So like unless it's like things like that, like video games, especially like shooters that are like fast paced, you want the higher frame rate because you need to know what's happening in between those seconds. Like I get that, it makes sense, but sometimes things just end up being like too fluid. Like I was playing a beta for this, like another one of those battle royale games called Islands of Nine, and I don't know if it was because I couldn't like do anti-aliasing or something, but like it was making my chat sick. My chat was like, "This is really nauseating to watch," and I know that it was doing really well. So I feel like there must have been a workaround, but like we went through all the settings and could not find a way to make it not
motion blur and all that.
Yeah, like motion blur was off, but it was still just like
too much
jarring. Like everybody was like, I can't watch this. I can't actually watch you play this. And I was like, I can't play this. Like I was playing I was like, yeah, like that the entire weird. Yeah, so like stuff like that throws me off, but I get it. I get why Destiny, it's weird that it is FPS locked at 30. That's kind of odd, but
it is, especially for nowadays. I don't know. I got some counter arguments on Twitter saying, well, if you have blah, 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 this pro, whatever, it's actually fine or whatever. I'm like, I don't believe you. But I don't know. Did you see the Spider-Man game?
I did.
And I'm a Spider-Man hater, right?
You are a Spider-Man hater. You're a player hater.
But this looks freaking sick. I will definitely not go see the movie and instead just play this game because it literally looks like a movie that you play through. And did you ever play?
Why not both, Ashley?
Because Spider-Man's corny as freaking Batman's way cooler, Amanda. Yeah.
Yeah, well, how about you look up who's the most identifiable?
Oh, I don't doubt that every 4-year-old can name Spider-Man, but I'm just saying. Your face outside that was so funny. Did you ever play the game Batman Arkham Knight?
Yeah.
Did you?
Arkham Knight, like
the most recent Batman game. Yeah,
it's kind of like I didn't play the most recent one because when it came out, it was like super broken, and I was kind of over it. But after the third one,
it's so good. I actually really loved it. I played it for my second channel, and I think I played some of it on stream. I can't remember. But the mechanics in it, I don't know if the same people made this or what.
Because of the way that the web looks like
Yeah, or even just all the grappling, like
that's what I mean.
Like you could it's literally all the same combat style. It looks like it looks just like that game, and they did a fantastic job on Arkham Knight. I thought so.
I feel like it's not the same studio because I'm pretty sure Arkham Knight was it's like Warner Brothers and somebody else that made it.
Yeah, it was definitely Warner Brothers and someone else.
But Warner Brothers wouldn't be able to touch Spider-Man. So.
Yeah, this looks incredible though. It looks like the same style of combat, and it looks like definitely like a movie that you play through. And I don't know, did you ever play the Spider-Man? Did you ever play the Spider-Man that came out in like 2004?
Yep.
Yeah. That was good memories too. So this will be like putting a bow on top of that.
Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, I think it's going to be really good.
E3 always gets me like nerd hype.
It's
but I still feel like there's no games out this summer. Do you feel like that too?
There wasn't that much going on, I find. It's kind of weird. And like, I know that the Sony one, other than like, there was a handful of things in the Sony one that really, really hyped me up. But for the most part, it was all like, this really awesome game in VR only.
Yeah, I feel like kind of a party pooper, and I feel like because a lot of people working really hard on those VR games to make them incredible, and I respect that a lot. But I have literally no pulse when it comes to VR. I think it reminds me of the push of 3D movies.
Yeah, if somebody wanted to give it to me for free, sure.
Even then, let's just say I inherit a VR headset and I get the newest VR game. The only one that remotely piqued like my interest was the fishing one, but I would just want to watch my dad play it. Like I wouldn't want to play it.
Let's go.
Like I don't know. I just have no interest when it comes to that stuff. So
mine would be for like stream memes mainly, just like that's just about it. Just stream memes
with the headset on, like looking around.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can get it to the displays. And then you have like the webcam showing you, so.
No, I mean, I get it. I don't know. I haven't seen a game where I'm like, that makes total sense instead of playing with a controller. Like, there's nothing where I'm like, this is better.
Like the horror, it's like literally just for the memes of horror games. So anything that isn't one of those just seems like it's just not going to work out well.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I can't really get on board with VR. What else? Oh, man. Far Cry, man. I love Ubisoft. Okay, I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I've bought the last 2 Far Cries. I play them for either 20 minutes to 2 hours, and then I never play them again. But every time, I'm like, damn, that looks so sick.
That's so good.
Yeah. And so this year, I was like, people in my chat, I was like, what are you guys looking forward to? They're like, oh, yeah, Far Cry. I'm like, I'm not interested. Yeah. And then I saw the goddamn trailer, and it's like you're in Montana, and I don't know, I didn't quite catch what was going on, but like apparently there's some kind of cult thing that you've got to rally people around you and fight.
And
it's
like
in
redneck
America
cult or something. Yeah, it's like a redneck cult, isn't it? Isn't it pissing people off?
To fight a redneck cult, man.
Wouldn't
it looks so good. It looks so good. So I'm probably gonna buy it and play it for like one stream, but
it's business, Ashley. It's for business.
Yeah, it's for business. So I don't know. Far Cry got me again. I'm probably gonna get that. I'm so excited to know that Life is Strange is coming in August, though, because I don't know why I was so dumb at figuring it out, like what the difference is between them. If it's the sequel, though, why would it only be 3 episodes? The original is 5.
Maybe they're gonna add some. Maybe it'll be like one of these things that's all like,
here's 3 now, and then
2 more.
Where do you think they're gonna come out?
I don't know. Maybe it is just 3 altogether. Maybe it's just like longer, like 3 longer episodes than the first one was.
True.
You know, who knows? We'll find out. We'll find out.
Yeah, we will. You know what else is in August?
What else is in August?
The Call of Duty beta. Oh my god. So did you see there was a stream, there was the trailer that they showed at the Sony conference, and the next day there was an actual Facebook like behind the scenes stream with the devs. Did you see that?
I did not know.
Don't worry, Amanda. I did. I have all of your information.
Give it to me.
Well, just from a perspective of just like someone who saw a trailer, do you think it looks good?
I do, honestly. Like, I think it looks good. I try to like wait until I actually get a chance to like play something before I really, really judge it one way or the other. Like, I feel like too many people just see stuff on a screen and they're like, oh, yeah, it's gonna be awesome, or that's gonna suck. You know,
yeah, it's too hard to go either way.
Exactly. I thought it looked good, you know, and people were like, "Oh my god, it's a Battlefield ripoff," and I was like, "You realize that they were developing this before Battlefield came out? Like, this has been."
Yeah, and this is definitely not the first World War II ever, and this is definitely not the first World War II.
They're just saying that, like, the way that teaser trailer that was the night before they showed the actual multiplayer stuff. Everyone was like, "That just looked like Battlefield," and it's like, well, no, it's just that's what it looks like when you take a game that you made, like, 10 years ago and then go back to it to do a boots on the ground. It's going to end up looking more modern. So
and like the World War I and II like look is quite similar.
That washed out brownish, sometimes greenish color palette, And
like I just think that like maybe they look similar. The time period is similar, but I just think gameplay wise, if you're able to like look at gameplay for 1 minute of Call of Duty and 1 minute of Battlefield, like it's day and night. Like
seeing Pamaj play like with the sniper stuff, I was like, that's Call of Duty. Like there's nothing in my mind that says that's anything other than Call of Duty.
It looks
Y'all
fast.
needs to chill. It does. It looks really fast, which right there, not Battlefield. So,
and I think it's because of the map. So like during the stream, they talked about they killed. There's no more perks, Amanda. Did you know that? They took out perks. I don't know why you like that. Why you like that?
I don't actually care.
They took out the created class. And
I saw that, which I thought was weird.
They're adding divisions, but you can still customize everything the same way. Yeah. It's just that instead of having perks, they kind of have like multiple perks rolled into one. So you'll have, I forget the words, I really should know this, but you'll have like so like if you're airborne division, you are like a speed class. So you'll have perks for that particular division that you can apply and use them. And then there's also like basic training perks or skills. They call them skills instead of perks. So it's really it's perks, but it's just disguised and rolled up into a couple different things.
Yeah, but it's just that like if you choose to be this type of faction, you can't use something that would make no sense for your faction to have, basically.
Kind of. I mean, I think that you can still pick whatever division that you want, but yeah, like an LMG guy can't have like marathon lightweight pro.
Yeah, exactly. Which makes sense. I'm fine with that. It's Scorestreaks I don't like, so that's why I've kind of when you said perks, my brain was like Scorestreaks, and I was like, yeah, I know Scorestreaks, but no, they have those.
No, there's a ton of Scorestreaks. They look really good though, because I really was tired of these futuristic Scorestreaks.
Oh, they get so annoying. If I see a Cerberus again in my life, I'm gonna like.
I mean, I definitely don't think there's gonna be like an. Well, there is AI Scorestreaks. There's instead of like dogs or raps, it's these little paratrooper guys that fall onto the map and they fall down with parachutes and they kill people, but they're also killable in the same way that like dogs and raps would be.
Still, that's so cool, and I don't have to feel bad about shooting them because they're people and not dogs.
Yeah, I wonder if that. I was gonna just say that. I wonder. Yeah, right. Why is like killing a dog better than killing a human? But. Like, I don't know. Do you think that that's why? Because we haven't seen dogs since Ghost. Do you think that's why they took them out?
No, I just feel like in the last like 3, it wouldn't make sense for there to be dogs, and in this one, they didn't. I don't know why. Like I think they were trying to use canine units, but I don't know. Maybe that is why. Maybe PETA got on their case or something.
Maybe.
Who knows? Somebody might have got on their case. I'm okay with it though because I don't like shooting the doggies.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I like getting them and being like, yeah, my dogs are here.
My dogs are gonna take you out.
But now I'm gonna come up with dope names for my paratroopers, so it'll be funny either way. I'm gonna call them like
Maurice is gonna get you.
Yeah, let's go, Jonathan. Let's go. It's gonna be pretty good. I don't know. I'm really excited. I can't say if it's good or not because I haven't played it, but where I really got hooked was when I saw some raw gameplay. From some of my YouTuber pals that go to the events and capture early. They uploaded a bunch, and so I was looking at that because that's like a clear indicator, right?
It is.
And I saw it doesn't really. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, it looks like a World of War." I'm like, it really doesn't.
No, to me it doesn't.
It's a lot of more bright colors. They're not going with the same like darkness.
Totally washed out. It's not completely washed out.
Yeah. So I think that like the sounds are a little different too than World of War. Maybe not quite as immersive. And I saw some people. Oh my god, I got pretty triggered, man. I don't know why, because it shouldn't bother me so much. But a lot of people were very upset and saying they're not going to buy the game because they can hear the female voices calling out in the multiplayer, and they exchanged the Nazi symbol for the cross, the iron cross.
Iron cross, which I figured they were going to like.
Right, and the first question they asked Michael Condrey in the interview thing yesterday was, why are they using different imagery? And so he answered, and he said, in the campaign, you will still see like Nazi symbolism and flags and stuff like that, because that makes sense. Like a campaign, like that's like the historical...
That can be historically accurate.
Yeah, it's like that can be like a World War II movie. Yeah, exactly. So that makes sense. But in multiplayer, a customized experience, like I saw people complaining that there was black soldiers, women soldiers, and iron crosses instead, and that ruins the immersion for them because they're trying to be immersed in World War II where they respawn in a second from dying.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Yeah.
It's just really I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't really care like either way. Like if they had all white soldiers and Nazi flags, I wouldn't be like, I'm not playing this.
No,
but like I'd be like, whatever. You know, wish they would have made it more customizable to your experience. But that's what multiplayer is. It's like you're trying to custom make this experience for everybody. And to have, I just can't imagine being so upset by hearing a female voice saying like grenade. No. Like you have got some weird problems in your brain.
And there's a lot. There's a lot. Like Yeah, there's a couple of people on my timeline just being like literally tweeting at the developers being like, take out the female soldiers, it ruins the immersion. I'm like, you're playing a multiplayer video game, not a war simulator. You're playing Call of Duty, the arcadiest version of any kind of World War II game to begin with. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Like, this is not it just bothers me. This isn't like,
it's not a simulation of World War II.
Yeah,
it's a multiplayer game.
Yeah, like the campaign, absolutely. You want to play through it. You want to get immersed. You want to make it feel like it's a movie. And I get it. Having like an American female soldier next to you would be weird because they didn't exist on the other sides, like the Russian snipers. Sure. But having like a female soldier next to you, I get it. That's not historically accurate. You don't want it there. But in the campaign, it's literally just you customize your character. Like, clearly in the war, not everybody used the same weapons, but in this, everybody gets the same weapons and the same crazy attachments that they feel like they can use.
Yeah, so. Multiplayer is a completely different beast, and I don't know. I don't get people how they could be just so upset over that and say, oh, well, I'm not buying it. That's like horrible.
Yeah, it's one thing if you're like, you know what, I prefer if they weren't there just to keep it a little bit more historically accurate. I'd be like, that's totally fine. I'm good either way. For whatever reason, I don't like playing female characters. I have no idea why. So
Dude, I love it. I'm definitely using my female characters now just to piss off Billy Bob or whoever's mad about this.
Billy Bob. But I just don't know why. But at the same time, it's not going to make me mad enough to the point that I'm not going to buy the game. Like, how sensitive do you have to be?
It's the fragile male ego. No, I'm just kidding.
But it's true though. Because it's the same kind of people who do that, who keep yelling out about how everybody else is a special snowflake. It's like, no, you need to chill. You are the snowflake now.
Yeah, I find that most guys don't care if there's a girl or a black guy or most of them don't care. I had some guy in my Twitter mentions like comparing like them taking Ulysses S. Grant statue off of I think like a university. Or in someplace in public, is like a statue, and he was this guy that led the Confederate Army, I guess, and I'm sorry if I'm getting this wrong, by the way, but he owned slaves and everything, so why is he immortalized in this statue? So they ended up taking it down, and a lot of people in that area have a problem with it, which I totally understand because I get it, it's a part of their history, and they don't want to hide history.
They're putting it in a museum, though.
They are, which is something I was just going to point out. They're putting it in a museum. They're just not putting it in the public because.
Why
even though it's even though it's historically accurate, why should we glorify like
somebody who did something terrible
or the Nazi flag or
like why?
Like why do you think Germany like bans that symbol?
Yeah.
It's a part of their history, but it's clearly like a representation of like one of the most horrible times in modern history. So,
exactly.
I don't know. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me. It's okay if you don't agree with me. I don't think you're like dumb or something if you disagree with me. I just don't understand how people could be so strong. Like most people don't care, or most people are like you said, like I wish it would have kept it accurate, but whatever, it's multiplayer. Whatever. Like most people are pretty much like that, but the people that I saw on the internet today, man, it was crazy.
Bunch of sensitive little people out there. Let me tell you.
You're ruining my immersion.
You're ruining my immersion in a multiplayer video game.
Jesus, man. I'm definitely being a girl now, though. I hope you all be girls in World War II.
Let's do it.
Piss everyone else off.
Around the world.
But I don't know. I think that the new COD looks really freaking good. Like you said, it's hard to say without playing it.
Yeah, but based on the stuff that I saw that was real, all seemed good. Like, I enjoyed the footage that I was watching.
For sure. And I think that, I don't know. I think that some people are going to be upset with the pacing of the game because it's much slower than these jetpack CODs.
Yeah.
And a lot of people I had people in my stream today, they're like, I like the jetpacks. I'm like, well, I mean, do you, man? If you like that pace of gameplay, have fun with it, But I don't think it's the jetpacks that are the problem. It's just the problem they did them 3 years in a row. Like, I'm definitely cool with them doing like another movement thing in the future.
Absolutely.
But I need a little break,
Yeah, it's true. And like now they know that. So maybe they will do something like 2 years boots on the ground, a third year, something a little bit different. And, something just to kind of switch it up. Because the reason why they did it in the first place, because people were like, every year Call of Duty is the same.
Yeah.
It's always boots on the ground. So like you can't win.
And it's kind of interesting too to watch Call of Duty come from where it came from. It was like World War II, like multiplayer shooters. And then it was kind of modern theme mostly, and then it was like 3 years in a row heavy of futuristic theme, or even 5 if you count Black Ops 2 and Ghost, because they were technically in the future.
Yeah, but there's still boots on the ground.
Yeah, there's still like kind of that classic COD feel. So I think it's important for them to go back to that, but I don't know. I'm a little curious to see how the guns will work. I saw people getting like really upset about the guns. Like they didn't have suppressors back in the day, but meanwhile this guy's screwing on and off a suppressor in multiplayer. But I kind of just view that as them. I mean, because there's only so many weapons they can use, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I want to touch on that too, because the same people that are complaining about the female soldiers are not complaining about stuff like that. If you were complaining about everything, if you were like, there shouldn't be attachments on the guns unless it's the knife, there shouldn't be this unless there's that, there shouldn't be females because there weren't females for un-American soldier teams, you should not have the option unless you're like a sniper on a Russian team or something like that. If you were against all of it, then I'd be like, okay. But if you're selectively choosing to just not be okay with the fact that there's female soldiers, but you're totally okay with the fact that like the guns have completely unrealistic attachments on them and you can do completely ridiculous things, and okay with the fact that the snipers can run and gun.
Yeah, right? Like, Pamaj is running around, like, with his sniper.
Up. You can't selectively choose to hate things. You got to pick it. It's all or one, because if you are selectively choosing, that is showing what you were actually upset about. And it's not the fact that it's not historically accurate. Yeah. You're just mad that they put girls in it.
And on one hand, I can see that someone's point, and they feel like it's this big like social justice warrior agenda, and that's why they have to give everyone equality and not the way that it actually was. But the problem is that they don't understand is that this is a multiplayer customized experience. Without being able to customize the guns or your character, then people have a hard time relating to that. It gets stale very fast.
Exactly. And it's such a simple thing that doesn't actually affect you. It's like simple thing. And at this point, my other argument would be is that like the last 3 games now, 3 or 4 games, you've been able to have female soldiers. So if you went back on that now, it would be weird. You're literally, you'd be saying, we're taking out features. It's the same reason why they wouldn't take out the attachments for the guns, because they need it to stay interesting based on all the different variants and stuff we've had over the past few years. Right. They got to leave all that crazy stuff in.
It's just the same reason they've gained this ability to customize. Because like I never complained back in like MW or Modern Warfare and then like Black Ops 2. There's no girls in the game, and you didn't see me like, wow, I feel misrepresented, and I really wish that there was female soldiers. Like I was never like that. But now, like you said, they've been in the game, and they're just a part of it now. Like you've got to.
You can't take it back.
Yeah, and there's even like chicks in Battlefield too.
There are,
right? So like I don't know. And also, in the Medal of Honor back in the day, there was also female characters. So, I don't know, man. I don't mind people that are like, oh, yeah, that's not really historically accurate, but...
Yeah, that's fine.
It's multiplayer, though. That's what boggles my mind, that they just don't seem to understand.
Yeah.
It's MP. It's meant to be customizable.
They're going to buy it anyways. They're going to complain for the next couple months, and they're going to buy it. Like, stop.
I just hope everyone in those people's games is the female characters.
I know, just for fun.
Hit the deck! Instead of get down! My immersion! Shut up, Lucy!
They need Paris Hilton. They just need
Dude, yes,
oh my God.
Paris Hilton voice pack. Oh my God. It's filthy down here.
Please. Just for the mods, just like some kind of like PC mod.
Dude, yes, please.
Just go all in.
What did Paris Hilton used to say? What was her thing? She had like a thing.
Oh,
was it like what? No, it wasn't what. Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about though?
I can't remember what her catchphrase was.
She had like a catchphrase.
She did.
Bitch, I have to something like bitch. Like yeah, bitch. Something like that.
Catchphrase. What was it?
I'm thinking of Britney Spears.
That's
Britney,
hot.
Bitch. Oh yeah, that's hot.
That's hot.
Yeah. She like reloads her gun and gets it all ready.
That's hot.
That's hot. Nice headshot.
Headshot.
No, I definitely don't want it to become that. I still think it should have a war vibe. Obviously, we're joking. And I know it might, a lot of guys are probably thinking, oh yeah, listen to these 2 girls talk about what should be in the multiplayer, but
they're going to hear us mention it once and get in the chat and be like, dude, girls want girl in the game. Dude.
Stop listening at 24 because they talk about girls in the game.
So.
No. I mean, I don't know. I respect your opinion if it's different than ours, but just don't be an ass about it. I saw a lot of people being asses on social media about it. It was really
odd. You can be basic about it. You can just be like, you know what, I'd rather they weren't there, kind of not a fan of it, for these reasons. And I'm like, that's cool. I can totally understand why you're not a fan of it. These are the reasons why I understand why they're there. In the multiplayer, Like I said, if they had added it to the campaign, I'd be like, that maybe not.
Yeah, because D-Day really wasn't, you know, Abigail and fucking Bertha and Jimmy or John. You know,
exactly. It wasn't.
It wasn't that. It was like very, very, very predominantly male. The only like females I think that got recognition in World War II were like French and Russian snipers. You know, and I think it was the Russian one that had like the record for the most.
Yeah, the Russian kills. One was the.
So it wasn't even that she was noticed just for like having a vagina. It was just she was actually like highly skilled at what she was doing. Yeah, which is dope. So I don't know. That's our thing. Let us know what you think. What do you think about there being they've killed the kill cam, Amanda? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I saw that. Trust me, I'm also of the sniping community, even though I'm terrible at it. I heard that there is no kill cam.
They're going to be pissed.
They are, because
I personally think it's up. Well, actually, we don't know how it's going to work at Search, because in Search and Destroy, would it be the game play that would show at the end of the game, or would it be like around like the best kills of the round in a Search? Because how many of those do they have? So maybe Search and Destroy will have normal kill cams?
Yeah, maybe.
I would assume, and that could be where, I mean, Trickshotters mostly play Search anyway, right?
Yeah, they do. But no, apparently it's not going to be in that. No, Trickshotters plays Search and like free-for-all. Mostly free-for-all,
I find. True, free-for-all. Yeah, I was wondering how it would work in free-for-all too, because I'm mainly a free-for-all player, and I think that like, I don't know if it would be like, if the guy that comes in second place gets like a gnarly 3P, does he get the play of the game, or because I win, do they take my best moment? Like, how does the algorithm work?
That's going to be weird. That's going to be really weird.
I don't know if you play much Overwatch, but in Overwatch, do they vote for that or no?
No, I don't. Yeah, that you vote for play of the game.
Okay,
I only know that because somebody that I know plays it. They vote for play of the game.
I would love that for competitive, or have the algorithm be more intelligent enough. Could you imagine like in a game of like, think like CoD Champs, game of hardpoints, hopefully hardpoints in the game. I'm assuming it is, because that's kind of like a thing now in every CoD. Yeah. But imagine like hardpoint comes down to the wire. Karma's on the hill. He gets like a gnarly 3-piece that literally saves them the game. But then the play of the game is like Scump getting a 3-piece while they were losing. You know?
Yeah.
How do they choose which had the most influence in that game?
That's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah, because I think it might just go by like the medals that you get, like a multi-kill. Like, if I get like a triple kill.
It's like the stacking. Like if you stacked a bunch, you'd probably end up getting play of the game, you know?
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll find out.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested, though. I really like that, though. It's something that caught my eye that I really liked.
Yeah, you know, it kind of just, it's a little bit of a change, you know? It's a change up. It does suck for the people who like, you know, Trickshotters and stuff who rely on that kill cam.
Yeah, I saw like a lot of people were like, well, what if I want, you know, what if I'm playing free-for-all or TDM or something and I get like a cool no-scope at the final kill, but they show some 2-piece from Joe below. Yeah. Like, I totally get that, but at the same time, like, that's kind of like seen as like a rare occurrence, right?
It's true. I get it. You're trying to like appeal to the masses versus like the small subset community. Yeah. And, you know, there's ways to make it work. I get it, having that final kill cam, because it slows it down for you. But like, as long as you're recording yourself, you can take your kill and slow it down. But
yeah,
I get it. I sense that fake clips are going to be getting a lot easier to do now. So
yeah, I guess I'm haven't really paid too much attention to like trick shot montages from like IW or Black Ops 3 era.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
I don't pay too much attention to it. I just know that like faking clips became like this huge thing, and that's why like the standards are so high for it. And if there's no kill cam, that's like one less thing you'd have to worry about faking.
I know I'm crazy for saying this, but I think, and maybe because I play a lot of Modern Warfare 2 and stuff, I've run into lobbies where it's just full of trick shotters, and like there's like 2 people that aren't trick shotting, and they're all like on top of the plane on terminal or something, and they're all trying to kill like some guy who's standing there. Yeah. Like, and they're essentially like, I don't know. I called it setting up in one of my videos, and the trick shot community was like, "You're dumb as hell. It's not setting up. They're in a pub lobby." But
if
like,
someone is just standing there, it's setting up.
That's what I was trying to say, or maybe
if someone is literally standing there and you know where they are, it's setting up.
I mean, it was multiple of them jumping off the plane too. So, and this is in free for all, public match free for all. So I'm just like, bro, wouldn't it just be easier for everyone involved to just go in private match and do it? Like,
they do that too, but it's not as impressive because they're not supposed to set up. The thing is that if you're trick shotting, especially in free for all, you're just supposed to be messing around, and then you get to last first. And then if the faster you can get to last, You start trick-shotting and you just try to hit a random person is the idea.
I definitely see that, and that is like impressive. I do think that's impressive. But I guess some of the lobbies I've run into, whether it's search or in free for all, where there's multiple of them doing the same thing, like there'd be like 6 people at 29, and it's like, who are you trying to kill? Because 6 of you are jumping off the plane. Who are you trying to kill? Exactly. Then they're going to kill each other, and then it's going to end up in their montage. It's just like, why don't you just make it easier so you stop ruining pubs? Yeah. And now I'm going to make all the trick shotters. People hate me. But really, I hope you understand what I'm saying. Like, you're ruining pubs, and it's essentially setting up anyway, so they might as well just set up.
Some of them don't. Some of them don't set up. But yeah, when it turns into a thing that like 90% of the lobby is trying to trick shot, and there's just all these people being like, oh my god, real phase. And then they're like, okay, don't set up, keep moving. And they're like, haha, I'm not setting up. I'm just standing really close to you.
I'm just going to run back and forth in the middle of the map, not shooting anybody. Like, I don't know. I'm all for everyone playing the game in their own way and enjoying it in their own way. I think that's important. But don't fuck up my pubs, dude. Come on. Do it in private match, or like, I don't know. Stop making it so obvious that you're faking it. I don't know. It's super obvious.
It is.
But I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to get so many goddamn bronze stars.
I'm going to be hyped. I think it's going to be fun.
I think so, I think it'll be fun. Do you think it could... A lot of people are like, we're saved. I think Sledgehammer's kind of had like a... I wouldn't say they've had it easy, but they've definitely come in at a good time for the community. Like, they came in after Ghost with Advanced Warfare was something really new. And like, I don't know if you remember, but at the time, Advanced Warfare, when it came out, was super well received by the community. It wasn't until like about a month to 3 months in where people were like, frick, we don't like this. We don't like the BAL, the ASM1 variants. We don't like, you know, the movement, the clunky movement.
Yeah, I actually like it. So,
I didn't like that. I really loved Advanced Warfare, but till about 6 months in, I really just played it too much, though. I think that's part of my problem. I really did play it a lot. But I don't, especially after playing Black Ops 3, when you go back and play Advanced Warfare and it's so clunky, like, after the Black Ops 3 beta was out, I couldn't go back. No, I barely played AW after that. I couldn't go back. And I think
I'll have to give it another go.
I think they'll do a good job this time, though, because the weapon balance was a big problem in Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, that was definitely an issue. Yeah.
Whether it was the variants or even just like, if you just look at the stock versions of the weapons, like the
some of them were
BAL
just very disproportionate.
Yeah, it was just by far the best guns to use. Yeah. And I think that Treyarch has always done a really good job of balancing their weapons.
Yeah, they really have. That's one thing I've always said about them. They really good job.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that, you know, Sledgehammer can learn from that and apply it to the next game. And one thing they didn't talk about, there's a couple things they didn't talk about, which I kind of wanted to speculate with you.
Speculate?
They did not mention at any point anything about competitive until later. Michael Condry on Twitter interrupted a conversation, I think, between like Nadeshot and Parasite, talking about like, I really can't wait to learn about competitive stuff. I hope there's a ranked player, whatever they were saying. And he basically just said hi, you know, to them, like, basically saying, hey, we are thinking about you. You know, that's really, it's really cool to know. But at the same time, like, I really wanted to know, like, what...
Some specifics.
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, what's up with that. So I don't know if there's a...
Maybe they're waiting for XP to
That's what I was just going to say. Because, well, last year was really weird because, first of all, they didn't... I don't believe they showed or made multiplayer of IW playable at E3. It wasn't... You weren't able to play it until Champs. Yeah. So maybe this year, since it is Champs, and they're definitely... I mean, it's IW Champs, but they're definitely... That's going to be around the time of the beta, too. So I think they're really going to be, like, hammering that stuff. Pushing it,
yeah.
So I'm so excited to learn about the competitive stuff. I could see them unveiling some stuff then.
I love
or even, like... Imagine, bro... If it's so close before the beta, what if they, like, made it, like, they gave, like, 4v4, 5v5 stations at Champs and let us play, like, Hardpoint and Surge and play, like, 8s, basically.
That'd be so cool.
If I was them, I would do that. Call me Sledgehammer, Activision.
Come on, get it
Let's set that up. Let's do a 8s, or I guess it would be a 10s lobby.
Yeah, I just want to do it. I think
that'd be really cool for Champs. So I don't know. Yeah. And also they did not talk about supply drops, but it'd be naive at this point to assume that it's not.
Even if they didn't want to, Activision would be like, "Hey guys, how are you gonna make some extra money off this?"
I don't have a problem with that. I know people are gonna call me, like, you know, because I've worked with Activision before, and so they'll be, you're just biased because you want them to keep inviting you to stuff. I really think that the supply drop problem is not just a Call of Duty problem. It's in every AAA release now. It's
EA
in
started
everything.
EA started it, and it's just been getting worse.
I feel like
there.
CS:GO started it. No.
Well, the CS:GO did it for the crates, but at least
it didn't change the game.
It didn't change the game. It doesn't change the game, but like EA was like the first people to really try to push the. You're gonna pay the full price for the game, but we're just gonna tack on all this other stuff afterwards.
Are you talking about in their sports games and stuff like that?
Yeah, because they were the first ones to start doing it, and then remember when they tried doing like the EA Access Pass, so that like if you bought like that was just like all that stuff's stupid. So like they started this steep slope. At least with Call of Duty, it's not like with the supply drops, you don't need to get them.
No, you don't, and it's extremely profitable for them to put them in there. We're just naive to think that they're going to be like, never mind, community. We'll find another way to, you know, like I am okay with supply drops, but absolutely cannot be the same system from Advanced Warfare. No. Black Ops 3 fixed it a little bit because if you remember, Black Ops 3 did not have any statistic changing variants.
Yeah, that's what I hate. No. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't want a special quick draw grip for my whatever that makes it shoot easier. I don't want that. That's where I think IW messed up really bad too. I feel like I would have played it a lot more if they didn't have that stuff. I know some of the weapons in IW you could earn over a period of time.
You could. I just don't like that.
Yeah, but some of them, you couldn't even. You had to get them on supply drops. Like a certain one that has the nuke on it. Like, why is getting a kill streak associated with like a camo? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I never understood that. It never made sense to me. Never gave me an incentive. But I don't know how much MWR have you played. Modern Warfare Remastered has a great supply drop system. Now, although I'm against them putting like weapons and like melee shit into like MWR, I personally haven't purchased because I could have got them. Like I had the salvage or whatever to get them.
Yeah.
I personally didn't buy them because I just don't believe in that game particularly. But in the new game, World War II, they actually did like a killer job on MWR with some of like the camos, like keeping it like modern looking and to the time. Like there's some bright ones, but they're not too bright. So I think that, and if they make them earnable, like let's say they come out with like a I mean, that's the thing too, is there's not very many weapons to work with in World War II. No. So like I think if they had weapon supply drops and in supply drops, it'd have to be like a variant.
Yeah, exactly.
But as long as they're like cool variants, like what if one like it already comes with a bayonet?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, so that would be cool.
I'm fine with that. Like, but when you start saying, well, this one already has quick draw on it and it's rare, I don't really like that. I'm only cool, you know, I don't know. It's a thin line, and I think that over the time they've obviously corrected themselves with how bad the supply drop problem was in Advanced Warfare. But we'll have to see how they do it. And I don't know if I said this, but in WR you can earn every single thing, whether it's by playing and opening the supply drops or buying the supply drops. You can earn the key, salvage things.
The salvage keys or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called.
Can't remember anymore. I haven't played in a while.
You know what I think they need to do too is they need to stick with the same names for stuff. I get that they're different studios, but like call League Play in everything and have it be universal. Like, why have we gone up and down so much from what League Play was in Black Ops 2? Ranked Play in AW was actually not very bad at all. Did you play that?
No, I didn't get a chance to, but I saw other people do it, and it really didn't seem that. It seemed pretty good.
It was similar to Black Ops 2. I remember at the time thinking it was definitely a downgrade, but I mean, it was better than Clan v Clan. So.
Yeah, Clan v Clan. Oh,
Clan v Clan was bad. But yeah, that's what I'm saying is like, I know that it's different developers that do it. I'm just a person that plays it, so I don't really know, you know. But like, why don't they just have like a team that takes like this, like Hardpoint is universal down COD. Why isn't League Play universal with a very similar ranking system in each thing?
It should be. It should be the simplest way to do it and keeps everybody on the same page so you know what it is. So you don't have to be like, oh, I really wish this game had League Play. And everyone's like, it does, but it's called this. And you're like,
oh, rank play. What would they call it? And they even changed it in Black Ops 3, which I thought was very odd. Arena. So it was League Play, Clan vs. Clan, barf. Ranked play, Arena. I don't even know if IW has a competitive playlist.
No,
I mean, but here's one thing that IW did do. They made it so that you could get a GB match in the game. Because Activision acquired MLG.
Yeah.
And that was the first, when I heard about that happening, my first instinct was, can I get out my streaming contract? And then my second instinct was, are they going to put GBs in the game?
Yeah.
And they did.
Yeah.
I don't know the functionality of it or how well it works right now, but I know people are excited about it.
It's cool.
It makes the lobby for you.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue when you try to play GBs. It's all like
they get the rules wrong. It's like some kid's first time and stuff, and they get like they make it so it doesn't.
And then like somebody's running with like an attachment that's been banned, and it's like what are you doing?
You have to like watch out for that. So yeah, now it's like all automatic. I'm excited for that. If they put that in World War II,
they better
flip my
whole setup. I might start doing some GBs.
Oh, dude, you should. It'd be hilarious.
I wanted to this year, but it's like it's so daunting setting up the lobbies. It's so stressful, and like sometimes people can't connect, and it's like
well, once you have like, because now in COD they didn't have this before, youngins, you jetpackers.
Yeah.
Now you can just save the rules, right? I think ever since Black Ops 2, you could just save the rules.
Yeah, that's an upside.
But so you just invite everybody and then click the rule set. But even still, you can still mess it up. That's why
you can.
If it's in the game, I think it's good. I think that adds to the competitive nature of the game. It helps new players find it.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
I don't know. I'm excited for the new COD. I can't say if it's going to be amazing or if it's going to save COD and rejoice, bless the sledge. I don't know yet. But it's looking really good. It's definitely it's definitely different vibes than last year. I feel really bad, genuinely, for Infinity Ward and IW. You don't. I know it's a pretty popular opinion to say like they don't.
I don't even mind IW, honestly. Like I don't mind playing it, but it's like the things that, to my opinion, that is wrong with that game the most is stuff that they had the most control over, like maps. Maps for me is the reason why that game is not fun to play half the time.
There's only a couple IW maps where I'm like, this is a freaking really good map.
Yeah,
the other ones, it's like, I wish this wasn't this way.
Yeah, like this is terrible. This is like, I hate the lanes. I hate the way that people have access here. I hate that you can fall off the map here. Like,
do you think that part of that though is because they have to accommodate the movement?
Some of it is, but some of it isn't, because some of it I feel like they don't even take into account what people can do. That's why pro players keep getting in trouble for exploiting the maps. And I'm like, I'm sorry, if it's not exploiting, if you left it in there and they can do it, then it's just learning the map.
Yeah.
You've got to figure that stuff out. You can't penalize people for finding things that are there, like that's your job.
Yeah. It's, I mean, it's definitely not easy.
No,
it's definitely not easy, but I think that, I don't know, they missed the mark with the maps a little bit. I don't like the variants, and they came out at the wrong time. I think if they came out a year before with the exact same game, people would have had a super different reaction to it. And it also became like a meme to hate the game ever since it got dislikes on the reveal trailer. Like it just became a meme. And people never really gave it a fair chance.
No. What's funny about this point is that AW used to be the big meme. I was like, you're playing AW. But now if I put like a vote as to what COD I'd want to play, and I put like BO3, IW, and AW wins.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all don't know what you want. You just don't know. You like complaining about things. I feel like people confuse getting bored with something as hating it sometimes.
Yeah, true. Or maybe they don't play enough other games to understand why it's good.
Yeah.
Too much of anything is bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Bad. But I won't be playing too much World War II. I'll tell you that much. I'm nerd grinding, bro. I'm not going outside for the beta. I'm grinding my stream. I might frick around and start uploading videos again. Who knows? Maybe like GBs, make a GB series. I'm not really sure. But either way, wow, we just talked about COD for an extremely long amount of time.
It's fine. That's why the people are here.
That's true. I really wanted to make sure we wrapped up E3 and talked a lot about the new COD because so much was revealed to us yesterday. I'll link down below the stuff that we're talking about. Like the trailer and then the inside look or whatever at the new game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Overall, I'm really excited. I've said that a lot. I think it's going to be good.
I think so too. I think it's going to be good.
I hope it revives people's interest in COD because the interest has been low the last couple of years.
It's weird because like it still sells amazingly.
It does.
It still sells a buttload, and the average consumer seems to enjoy it still. But it's like the people that are like in the community are like, "Come on, please, please."
Yeah, like the hardcore people like me.
Yeah, like it needs that switch up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Speaking of switch up, I'm gonna completely change topics. Did you see? Well, I told you, but this is like a false intro. Because I told her about it before we started recording. But did you see this Joey Salads guy do another weird prank. I thought we were leaving pranks in like 2015 on YouTube, but I guess not.
Not when show. No, it's not a prank. It's a prank social experiment hidden camera video, Ashley.
4K hidden camera.
4K hidden camera.
Makes literally no sense.
No sense.
So you saw? Did you see the footage or?
No, I literally looked it up after you mentioned it, and then I just saw the saw the thumbnail and the title, and I knew I didn't need to see anything else because I hate Joey Salads with a passion.
I'll describe it to you guys if you haven't seen it.
Don't watch it. Don't give me money.
Yeah, I saw it on Drama Alert. So
yeah, there you go. Watch on Drama Alert.
Shouts to the Keemstars of the world, but Joey Salads is a well-known prankster, fake prank guy. And I think the title of the video is like how to get free drugs or something like that. Something like really off the wall, like prank something or other, 2017.
Yeah, how to get free drugs pranks. Yeah.
Yeah. And so he walks up to a guy that he doesn't know. Allegedly doesn't know doesn't know this guy who looks like, you know, he's kind of, I think from my interpretation.
Yeah, let me tell you how much he didn't know him. This is how many dollars worth he didn't know him by.
There's all your American money.
That's my American money.
I'm going to side note and say that American money is so much cooler than Canadian money, right?
No, it's not. It's terrible.
What?
This money is terrible.
Pull out Canadian dollars.
Okay, no, when I look at my wallet and I see this, I'm like, what, where,
dude, I get hella happy. I would be so happy if I saw what you're holding in my wallet. I'd be like,
is that a $5? Is that a 10? What is that? When I look in my Canadian wallet, I know exactly what's in it. I'm like, there's a 5, there's a 10, there's a 50.
Are you doing that off the colors, or are you just don't like reading the numbers, or like?
It's the color. I just mean that I can literally just kind of glance in my wallet and see exactly how much money I have.
Same.
No, you can't.
There's numbers on it.
How much is this? How much is this Monopoly money?
I mean, it looks good to me. I don't know. I like counting money. So the more money I got to count, the happier I am.
It's a nice look. I'm just saying that it's not the nicest looking money in the world. It's like the worst looking money in the world.
I'm just glad it's not plastic. I don't think the Canadian money is ugly, but I'm upset that it's plastic. That's new.
That's a very new thing. Do you know what happens though? When it doesn't, nothing bad happens to it.
Neither does nothing bad happen to my money. So.
Okay, well, if this fell in a puddle, it might all get stuck together.
Just dry it out. No. It doesn't ever get stuck together for being wet, for sure. Let it dry out.
Let it dry out. Well, you know what?
It'll be a little crinkly or whatever, but you're fine.
Either way, the plastic money was kind of weird to adjust to in the first place, but even before that, we still have, like, the paper bills are still in circulation.
Yeah,
like,
sure
they're just still going.
You're at McDonald's drive-thru. Your greasy Canadian fingertips are reaching for the bill, and it's just plastic.
Greasy Canadian fingertips.
Is that what you guys would say about Americans or no?
What? No, we're polite.
That's true. You guys are just too nice to roast. Yeah. If shit ever hits the fan, I'm moving to Canada for sure.
Yeah, get up here.
I'm moving to one of them big mountains where there's nobody. Is this true? The population of, is it Los Angeles, is how many people live in Canada? Did I just make that stat up?
I think it's all of California.
That's a powered down stat.
California population.
I totally interrupted my own self of explaining the video, by the way, that Joey Salads guy did.
And Canada.
I will get back to that, folks.
Yeah, it's a bit like there's more people in California than there are in Canada, but Canada is bigger than the United States.
I mean, a lot bigger. I mean, California is quite densely populated.
It is, but it's like
which
by
you have.
It's by a few million at least.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all are so nice, though.
It's nice up here.
I feel like Minnesota is like mini Canada, basically.
It is mini Canada.
Like, we're pretty close to being Canadian. We sound the same.
It's the one thing I learned from How I Met Your Mother, or one of the things I've learned from How I Met Your Mother. There's a character from Minnesota, and we just, like, they all the same things.
All the same stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a Canadian character and somebody from Minnesota, and there's a lot of, like, overlaps. It's good. It's a good time.
Shouts to the Canadians, man. But anyway, in this video, this guy walks up to this Mexican-looking man. I'm not sure why they picked him. But they're like... He's like, yo, can I get a dime bag or whatever? He's trying to buy marijuana, I think, from this guy. Which I don't even understand how the title makes sense. I guess I didn't watch the video, so I don't really know. But
free drugs, pranks on strangers.
Oh, is he saying he took their drugs?
Free drugs prank on strangers. Funny pranks 2017.
Yeah, funny, hilarious. Any video that has funny in it in the title is not funny. I actually may have videos of my own that have funny in the title. But so he takes the drugs from this guy that he meets on the street, and all of a sudden whips out like a foldy thing and shows a badge. You're gonna have to come with me. You're under arrest. Blah blah blah. And like puts him up against the fence and starts. He literally handcuffs this guy to the fence and starts like patting him down, and like
that's the thumbnail is him patting him down while he's handcuffed.
No way. First of all, that's extremely illegal, and it's actually a felony because you're
impersonating an officer.
You're impersonating an officer, and I think you can't pretend to arrest somebody.
You can't pretend to arrest
somebody. The only thing someone could do is like a citizen's arrest, but it's when all verbal.
Sir, you need to stay with me. I am performing a citizen's arrest, in which case they can be like, bye.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave now.
I would pay money to watch you try to citizen's arrest somebody. Like another Canadian. The other Canadian would probably hang out with you until the cops got there.
That's my next video.
Dude, it should be. Placing someone
find a jaywalker. Just find a jaywalker. Excuse me,
I'm going to need you to hold still. Stay right here. You are under citizen's arrest. I'm calling the cops.
I want to do it, but I'd hate myself.
So do you think this guy could possibly face repercussions for this? Or if he
because
gets
it's
caught,
a paid actor.
Yeah, because obviously he either knows this person and is paying him to appear in his video, or B, he's impersonating a police officer. But even then, like, when you're a police officer in like a creative property, like a video or a movie, like, isn't there certain things you have to do? Like, you can't, I don't know how that works.
I don't know how it works. I just know that if it was real, he would already be arrested, because actual pranksters on YouTube all get arrested. You see all the other drama stories about them getting arrested. Some of them are doing major life, like time in jail, because of some of these pranks. So if this was real, he would already be arrested.
It's not worth the views and the AdSense, I tell you that much.
This guy's an idiot. Like, looking through his YouTube titles, abducting a child in front of dad, social experiment. That is the kind of stuff that people on my Facebook repost, and I have to be like,
yo, you're going to send my mom to jail for manslaughter for killing you for doing that, because my mom, like, she would not have that. Absolutely not. I think it's just crazy. It's just ridiculous. I shouldn't say it kind of speaks to the platform of YouTube, but I hate that people like that get rewarded on the platform.
At least people are starting to catch on. It's just, unfortunately, he gets the biggest upswing of his views from the videos getting condensed, and he puts them on Facebook, and then they get passed around as if they're social experiments, and people waking up in the morning looking, being like, oh my God, that's terrible.
Share.
These people are so judgmental. Share. And I'm like, it's fake. And I always have to, with him, I have to say, like, oh, just so you know, he like makes fake social experiments, fake pranks, and has peed in his own mouth before. So that's who you just retweeted for all your followers.
And so then you place them under Facebook citizen's arrest.
I do. I almost have to. I'm like, you see that little watermark down there that says Joey Salad? Learn! Y'all about to learn today.
You're going to learn. I'm going to educate you.
I do. It's like people I haven't talked to in like 6 years I haven't talked to being like, it's fake.
That's funny. I don't know, man. I don't like content like that. I don't even know why. I guess I'm talking about it because I just think it's like, it's something that happened, and I think like it's an example to be made of like how to not do YouTube.
Yeah, don't do it because it's stupid and it's annoying. It's terrible.
It really annoys me. It shouldn't annoy me so much.
He doesn't even annoy me. The fact that it's kind of like similar to e-girls. He's got a hustle that he's found that's worked for him. It's the people that don't take the 2 seconds out of their day to use some brain cells. Like if it's little kids, I get it. They don't, they can't think that far ahead. But if you're an adult and you don't think that a video that has 7 different camera angles isn't staged.
Yeah. Well, a lot of it's so obvious too. Like,
bruh. And like, bruh. Like, come on. Come on. And like sometimes even the passers-by have like professional audio, like you can tell that they're wearing lavalier mics. It's like, bruh,
how stupid do you think I am?
I hate
How is the audio perfect when they're 5,000 meters away? Like,
yeah, I hate it.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, I hate it.
What else did we have on? I didn't write it down. We hit an hour though, and I want to make sure we talk about everything we.
I think the only other thing we were going to talk about was candy. Because I was eating this.
Oh, yeah. Yo, she started, I call her on Skype, and this chick starts eating a melted candy bar. Like, I mean, I know you just got home from work and you're probably, like, hungry, but...
Yeah, it was that melty here. It was that melty the other day.
Like, dude, Amanda the Jedi does not have air conditioning in her house.
No, I don't.
Bro.
I do not.
Is that like that in all of Canada? I get that it's mostly cold there. But
some places have air conditioning, but I didn't have an air conditioner in my house for like years. Like my parents finally got like a ductless split, which is like one of those like units that it's just bigger. But like the only time I've ever had an air conditioner was in my last apartment because my roommate bought his own air conditioner. Like my old apartments didn't have them, and like the windows would not have allowed for it, and you couldn't make that kind of modification to the rooms anyways. Like it was not a thing.
Scratch what I said earlier about if the shit hits the fan in America, I'm moving to Canada. If y'all don't have air, I cannot manage.
Like you can get them. It's just like it's not standard.
I want central air, Amanda. I want it coming from wherever there's a vent in the room. I want the cool air.
Oh, we don't have vents either.
How do you heat your place? What?
We got baseboard heaters.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We got baseboard heater, and then we've got like air circulation thingies. Like, hang on, I'll show you. Like that thing up there that circulates the air.
What?
That little white thing that circulates
looks like
air.
Like a normal nipple of a fire detector.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, but that's how you circulate air through like every house in Canada. Like I said, my parents now have a ductless split, which does circulate the air regularly, but it's because it's cold here most of the time. Like, but that ductless split also has a heating option, so like.
Make Canada great again. Get everybody an air conditioner.
Maybe I feel like in bigger cities it might be a little bit more common, but like I live on the East Coast, we have like the most volatile weather conditions here. Like it's always going extremes in every direction. So when it's cold, we got to be able to keep the heat in.
Damn.
Important.
That's crazy. I don't know how you do it.
It's a struggle. Look at me.
I bet there'll be air conditioners in Anaheim though.
Oh, yeah, there will be. I'm sure.
I hope you have a swell time. Take lots of videos and pictures. Are you going to be daily vlogging?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be vlogging. I don't know if it'll end up being daily vlogs, but like I'm going to get a bunch of footage and probably edit it into a vlog or two, depending on what's going on.
It's hard to vlog at events, dude. Or at least I have a hard time with it. Like it's pretty easy when you have like-minded people around you. Like I swear I'd vlog more if I had like-minded...
If someone who's always had a camera out, you'd be like, oh, I'm going to get my camera too.
Yeah, or even like the environment that like a team house has where it's like, yo, let's vlog us going to supermarket and doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like
I want that so bad. That's all I want in life right now. I just want a team house and I feel like I'm running out of time. Like I just want it. I just want it so bad.
Well, maybe you'll get like a trial weekend of a team house this weekend, right? Because you're staying with a bunch of the
store gals. Yeah,
the store gals.
Yep, at an Airbnb. Should be a good time.
Should we have one of them on next week to talk about your experience?
Yeah, we could do that.
In Anaheim? Or are you guys going to be like sick of each other at that point?
Well, I'll let you know.
Okay.
I feel like it'd be physically impossible for Butters to get sick of anybody. So like she could be a prime suspect and Rachel's always a good time. Allie's good too. But Allie's staying an extra day, so she might not be back yet. But
that's the play. I did that once.
Let's try.
I went with Cassie and we stayed an extra day. And we planned on we rented a car, everything. We got like a hotel down in like Culver City. Like it was super dope. We were like very close to Venice Beach. We were gonna hang out. She got the flu, dude. Like the worst sickness she's ever had. Yeah. I felt so bad for her.
Oh, that's so bad.
She was literally miserable and like we couldn't really do that much stuff. Like we stayed in the hotel a lot because she was super sick. And I felt so bad for her.
And she probably felt bad that she felt like she was ruining your day and stuff.
No,
and it's I just feel bad for you.
I was sad. Obviously, we were both sad, but I didn't want her to feel like, oh, I can't believe you got sick. Like it's our fault. It can happen to anyone. And I was just gonna tell you, wash your hands a lot. Sanitize them a lot.
I have a little thing of hand sanitizer in my carry-on.
So like thing of hand sanitizer.
I'm prepped.
You wash your hands frequently before you eat, literally. Like even if you don't have to go to the bathroom, wash your hands before you eat because you will get sick. I get sick every time I go to an event though.
Okay, I will.
Most people do. The post-event sickness.
You know, I've got a pretty decent immune system though because like I work in an environment where there's just constantly people going all the time when they're sick, kids and
germs. Germs are bad.
Germs are bad.
Alrighty, dude. I like this episode. I know I keep saying this. We're gonna have a guest, even if it's not one of the store gals. I know. A guest I really wanted was busy with E3, but hopefully we'll get some schedules to mesh, and we will have a guest on the next episode.
Yes,
confirmed just now.
Confirmed
for sure. Even though we don't know who it is, and we haven't confirmed with them.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, ask one of them so we can talk about your guys' shenanigans.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And yeah, it'd be cool to have another guest. Thank you, Amanda, for talking a lot with me.
Thanks you, Ashley, for
you
being
guys,
here.
Yeah, you guys should subscribe to her because she's gonna upload stuff from Anaheim. And
yeah, please do.
Follow her stream because she streams and complains a lot when she does. And then, no, I'm just kidding. Just because it's been hot in your room. I don't know how. I don't know how you can stream when it's like 90 degrees in your room.
I got a fan finally. I had to cave. It just.
Bro, I would be a crabby.
Work hard. We work hard.
I would be a Krabby Patty. He's like, guys, can you see how sweaty I am or not?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I can see the glisten, and I'm like, owning it.
Own the glow.
You're owning the glisten.
Own the glisten.
Yeah.
All right, so go sub to her, sub to me, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future episodes of Power Down and other videos when I decide to upload them. Follow my Twitch because I do stream quite a lot now. Twitch.tv/OpticMidnight. All the other social media is down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good talk. We'll see you out there. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, Felicia.